He spent 20 years measuring the world, but never once asked where he was going. His name was Elan. Every day he sat at the same bench, etching tiny lines into metal rulers, millimeter, centimeter, inch. Perfect, precise, exact. People used his rulers to build houses, to draw maps, to design things that would outlive him. But Elan? He had never left his town, never crossed a river, never followed a map, never looked at the sky and wondered what was beyond it, because in his family, this was enough. Stable, safe, honest work. So he kept measuring and called it a life. One evening, just before closing, an old man stood outside the workshop window, watching, not speaking, just watching. After a while, he knocked. Elan opened the door. The man pointed at the rulers. "You measure distance," he said quietly. "Tell me, how far have you gone?" Elan froze. "My work is here," he replied. "I don't need to go far." The old man nodded slowly, then smiled. "A ruler that never leaves the drawer," he said, "is just a piece of metal." And he walked away. That night, something didn't sit right. For the first time in years, Elan looked at his hands. Steady, skilled, but empty. He went home, opened an old cabinet, and found a dusty backpack. A gift from his brother, someone who had left years ago and never came back. Elan had never asked why. He just stayed. That night, he didn't think too much. He packed, walked to the station, bought a ticket to the last stop on the map. No plan, no certainty, just movement. The first few days felt wrong, uncomfortable, like he had stepped outside the lines he'd spent his whole life drawing. But then, something shifted. He slept under a sky that didn't end, ate food he couldn't name, heard languages he didn't understand, and still felt understood. One morning, he climbed a hill and saw the ocean for the first time. Endless, unmeasurable. And standing there, Elan felt small. But not the small he feared. Not weak, not lost. Small, like a beginning. 6 months later, he returned. Same town, same workshop, same bench, but not the same man. He still made rulers, but now, above each one, he etched a tiny symbol. A wave, a star, a horizon. People started asking what it meant. Elan would smile and say, "This one has been somewhere." Years passed. One day, a young boy walked into the shop, holding one of Elan's rulers. "What does this symbol mean?" he asked. Elan looked at him, then handed him a blank ruler. "It means," he said softly, "you don't have to spend your whole life measuring." He paused. Sometimes, you have to step outside the lines to find out who you are. Because the truth is, the world doesn't need more people who measure everything perfectly. It needs people brave enough to live something that can't be measured at all. This is Tales by Sue, quiet stories for tired souls.